Bernie Falls, California. There he is. Woo. What up? Yeah, a video. They run from the scary video. So was the scene at the first stop of our trip around Northern California. And these are the waters above the waterfall. A little bug that I noticed. And this was the scene after we walked around a little bit and finally went below the waterfall. Yeah, I'll go in with you. It's about to be chillin'. Following Joe's climb and flip off the waterfall, we got down to the real reason that we were heading north, and that was to take on Mount Shasta, the legendary Northern California volcano that we had heard so much about from our family, who 30 or 40 years prior had climbed it and left one of my uncles on the side of the mountain when he was just 8 or 9 years old because he couldn't hang. So they said, "We'll be back for you, buddy." But thankfully, we had a safe hike up to our campsite. And yeah, made our camp for the first night at about, I don't know, 5,000 or 6,000 feet. The moon came out. We had a nice meal of spaghetti and some other things likely. And I made some cool photos of the moon. And dawn broke after a nice little sleep in the campsite. It was pretty windy and cold, but hey, it's worth it for a morning view like that. Woo! That was some gorgeous light hitting on the Mount Shasta there as we started our hike up as high as we could go. But first, we needed some oatmeal, of course. It can be dead today.
What?
It can be dead today. Wow. So as we got going on the hike, the higher we went, the better the view got. Something amazing like that. Even Luke had to turn and take it in for a while. So we took one of our first breaks of the day. After hiking, I don't know, maybe an hour or two. I mean, look at that. Oh, yeah. Of course, had to check out my shadow too. Ledge. Lukey ledge. Just removed all his layers. Dog, we just walked straight up this fucking glacier with these dog shit tennis shoes on that have zero traction. Crazy. Luke's gonna walk away without me. King. And the higher we went, the better the breaks became. But also, the more questions I started to ask myself about what in the hell we was doing. Ooh. Shit, we out here, bro. This is crazy. This is insane. It's so far away. It's right there. We're so close, but yet so far. Oh. Wild. Crazy talk. Look at these dudes in their baggie. Get it? Holy shit, yeah. What's up, Rock? After connecting with one of the millions of rocks that creates this massive pile, the lunacy truly started to set in for me. Holy shit, bro. Why are we climbing this shit? Shit's like straight up, bruh. Like, what the fuck? Crazy. Shit, I'm out here now. Woo! Jeez. Like, that's so far away. That's crazy. But we kept on going and going until finally we stopped again at a spot where some of us were content to go no further.
If I could find an army to do as I command, if I could paint a picture of love to help you understand, if I could dig to China without making a sound, then baby I'd be nowhere to be found. If I could kill a giant with the tiniest of stones, if I could keep a shooting star from falling alone, if I could kiss the sunrise each time around, then baby I'd be nowhere to be found. And it's a long time to lie, a child beneath an endless sky who could only reach so high. And I love to wonder why I feel I'm left with only night sky.
Roll away. Stick with me, buddy. Anywho, after that extended break, which I very much enjoyed, and Joe looking like an absolute rock star at 10,000 feet on Mount Shasta, we came to a point where it was a lot of glaciers ahead and not a lot of ice equipment on our feet, because just days before that it had snowed on Mount Shasta. And anyway, Joe and Luke, they wanted to keep going on this glacier, but Mark, for some reason, had to be the voice of reason and say, let's not commit suicide today. So we went down. And that's us back at base camp, still with a nice view. Not as great as at 10,000 feet, but hey, still really great, and a really great time had by all on Mount Shasta. And so after that fun little climb, I don't know if it was little, but hey, it was a climb. We headed over to Humboldt County and slept on the sand for the first night. Well, Luke slept in the car, I slept in the sand, Joe slept on both, but details. Anyway, the morning there was absolutely gorgeous for taking photos and digging my feet into the sand. So that was real fun. I love sleeping on the sand, especially in Humboldt County, because I'm crazy like that. And yeah, it's absolutely just gorgeous scenery on the dunes. But by the evening, we had made our way north and had found a proper campground where we could pay $25 or something like that to pitch our tent, make our fire, and have us a good meal, but next to the big lagoon and the big Pacific Ocean, which is a little bit more than a lagoon. And I can't remember if we collected wood or not. Probably. Maybe not. I don't know. I certainly collected photos of shadows on trees and the big lagoon. Oh, wow. If you've never been to Humboldt County, you are certainly missing one of the absolutely most beautiful places on this earth. Truly. It was a magnificent evening there, watching the sunset, taking in the waves, and I'm just grateful to have the ability to share some of these moments with you and to be able to remember them myself. Particularly, I liked that photograph with the paths diverting and then crossing. I found that very metaphorical. Of course, the waves, always the waves and their beauty. As the sun set, the clouds turned pink, and life prepared for its transition into night. Always such a beautiful transition. For some reason, transitions be like that. The change and everything has a way of bringing out the best in life. And of course, bringing out the moon. And new movements for social organization. Those help too. Especially when land has been taken and used for various purposes. But anywho, the sun went away and the moon came out, but yet the waves stayed. But the light on the waves, that came and it went. But it did so in the most beautiful fashion. I certainly loved, and I hope that you'll love to experience a little bit of. And after a lovely sleep, not on the beach this time, unfortunately for me, but probably in a hammock, we woke up fairly early and made our way out to Redwood National Park. Another gorgeous, gorgeous spot in Northern California where you can still see the sea, but you can also see a lot of beautiful trees, which is pretty much what we did. Although, some sections of the hillside, they took out all the trees, but some of them, they left all the trees, or most of the trees. So there's that. And Joe's happy for that because Joe loves to climb trees. And so we had some fun doing that. And strolling through the meadows there with the gorgeous dandelions and tall grasses. natural grasses. And of course, you know, I had to lose the shoes to take in the ferns and really feel the earth in a way that I just can't do with shoes on, you know? When there's a piece of, I don't know, what the hell are shoes made out of? Rubber, whatever, separating you between your feet and the earth. But anyway, Joe was looking like a little Forrest Gumpy, and the flowers, ooh, was looking gorgeous. Really a photographer's dream there in Redwood National Park. Certainly one of my favorite places to be, with some of the biggest trees in the world, and some of the most gorgeous trails that I've ever had the blessing to experience. So yeah, that was our trip to around Northern California a little bit in summer of 2022. I hope you enjoyed sharing the memory with me here. And yeah, check us out for more videos, coming soon. Powers Mocking.
If I could find the secret
Peace.
of how the world began, if I could own the key of life in the palm of my hand, if I could take you with me and slow the turning down, then maybe we'd be nowhere to be found. And it's a long time to lie, child beneath an endless sky who could only reach so high. And I love to wonder why I feel I'm left with only my disguise. And I love to wonder why I feel I'm left with only my disguise.